Okay, so this is for Math 8 Honors. Question number 11. So Math 8 Honors. Question number 11 from section 5.5. Okay? So the question goes, point XYZ are on the sides of the triangle, and you're told, the certain ratios. So if you look at the first sentence, this sentence here is point Y is on VW such that the ratio of VW to YW is 4 to 3. So I'll put down like 4 to 3 right over there. Okay? Now, knowing that's 4 to 3, you know that the ratio of this triangle to that triangle is also going to be 4 to 3. Okay? So you're told that, hey, PYW has an area 30. So this part is 30. That means that, this area must be 40 then. Okay? Because the bases have a ratio of 30 to 40. And these two triangles have the same height. Okay? And then PZW has an area of 35. So here's PZW has an area of 35. Okay? And what you're asked to do is to find the area of UXP, which is this one here. So I'll throw like a question mark. Okay? So what you know from this image here is that, okay, when you look at this line over here, what you end up seeing is there's actually two triangles. Like here's one triangle and there's a second triangle. Okay, so I'll draw it out like this. So here's like that, V and Z. Imagine this is the base, and then you have two triangles. One goes like from like W to P. So let's say this is 35 and this is 70. So you know how like this triangle is double the other one? So what that means is this length here is double that length. So this is like 2 to 1. And again, it's because these two triangles have the same height. Okay? So what I'm doing now is I'll call this part A. I'll call this part B. And I'll call this part C. So because of that, that number, so this is number 1. Number 2 is that B plus C is equal to 2A. Alright, it's because the base are ratio of 2 to 1. Okay, and next thing you know that is from like this whole side here and that whole side, the ratio is 4 to 3. So what that means is here's the third one, is that B plus C plus 40, okay, divided by A plus 65 has a ratio of also 4 to 3. Okay, so here is your second equation. Alright, and now I'm going to see if I can find another one. Okay, so when you look at these two equations, let's say this one here where it says B plus C is equal to 2A. So instead of writing, so when you look at the second one, you see how there's B plus C. Instead of writing B plus C, I'm going to write 2A now. So here's my fourth step. So you know that B plus C plus 40 over A plus 65 is equal to 4 over 3. And so instead of writing B plus C, I'll write 2A plus 40 over A plus 65 is equal to 4 over 3. So here's an equation with only one missing variable. So all I gotta do now is cross and multiply and solve for A. So I'm going to go 3 times 2A plus 40 is equal to 4 times A plus 65. So when we expand this, you get 6A plus 120 is equal to 4A plus 260. Okay? And so minus 4A on both sides, so you get 2A. Minus 120 on both sides, so you get 140. So that means that A is equal to 70. Alright, so I'm going to go back to this diagram here. So this part is 70. Okay, so from over here on, so therefore, you know that B plus C is equal to 140. Okay, here's the last one, number 5. Okay, number 5, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make this my base. This is my base, okay? So when you look at this diagram here, okay, so I'll draw this out. Here's my triangle right there that you see from above. Okay. So I'm going to cut it through like this and like that. Okay, so here's B and here's C. Okay, so when you look at this part over here, you know it's 105.